Good morning, Hawks. Now, please have your attention for our morning announcements. Not sure how the news crew is doing this. Sometimes they don't always come through, but let's go ahead and stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. 10 hut. Our flag's out here. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, let me connect back in with my headset here. Hope you all can hear me better and my diction sounds much better. All right, today is Tuesday, September the 29th. Wow, today and tomorrow are the only days we have left in September. Time is flying by. It's supposed to be a rainy day today, so hope you brought your shoes that can get wet, because we know what happens when it rains really, really hard here. It's hard to keep our feet dry in between classes sometimes. Then we're supposed to get a cool snap coming through starting Wednesday evening, I think, and has some chillier temperatures. Should be nice. Should be feeling like fall football season. Okay, our news crew does a much better job than I do with the menu for the day, so I'm going to leave that alone, but I'm going to get excited when we have broccoli and grits coming up later on this week. It's not today, though, okay? All right. Oh, here's some great news. Our girls volleyball team is back on the winning track. They just had to travel up the hill a little bit, and they took on the Westwood Whirlwinds Monday afternoon and came away with a victory in 2 straight games. So way to go, Lady Hawks. Shoot, I forget who we're playing tomorrow. I'll have to look that up and find out later and say that on the afternoon announcements, okay? Okay, then. Also coming up on Thursday evening, we have open house. So open house, we're going to restrict it to families of only brick and mortar students. So if you're coming here in person, thanks and congratulations, but your parents are the only ones that can come here to open house. Everybody else can connect digitally. Also, the big restriction is only one parent per student, okay? We don't want both your mom and dad here. We love them, but we just want to make sure we're keeping it down and don't want to have any kind of crowding in any of the classrooms. Sometimes, traditionally, everybody shows up in a lot of our classrooms is standing room only. We don't want that to happen. And of course, everyone will have to wear a mask, okay? So make sure your parents have masks. It's kind of hard to remember masks sometimes every time we go out, so we keep them hanging on our windshields. All right. Speaking of masks and distancing, students, for the most part, you all are doing a really good job keeping your masks on all day. We know it's a pain. Teachers give you a break. If you want to step outside, get a drink of water, just pull down your mask, breathe, as long as you're not around anybody. What we're not doing a real good job is that separation of 6 feet, all right, especially in the dining hall. And we really hate to be so strict, but we have to do this, okay? As you know, Monday morning, we were informed that we had 2 more positive cases, happen to be students, okay? So that's not a big secret. And then we have to do the contact tracing and trying to find out who was within 6 feet for 15 minutes or more, and that's what they call significant contact, all right? And out of those 2 students, it turns out we had 18, eight from one student and 10 from another. 18 students, we had to say, hey, you know what? You need to go back home for 14 days, self-quarantine for 14 days. Not fun. It's not what we want to do. And of course, oh my gosh, do I have it? Here's the other thing is that you could be feeling fine. Then of course, everybody thought, well, let me just go get a test and find out if I'm okay. No, if you have significant contact, you have to wait 9 days before you can even be tested. Then you have to wait for the results, and then you can come back to school if that result is negative. You have to wait 9 days to even get tested, all right? So serious business. This is why we're constantly looking after you and making sure people stay 6 feet away. We know it's hard to do. We know you want to socialize with your friends. It's especially hard in the cafeteria, but again, we have to be facing forward, feet under the benches, not spinning around. We're all a couple feet apart talking with our friends with our masks off. That's when you get sent home. That's what happened today, okay? So please cooperate with us. If you got any questions, just ask. We'll tell you the answers. We won't give a name like, hey, Mr. Gamble, who tested positive? No, can't tell you that. But, we will let you know if you were in significant contact with anybody. Won't tell you the name, but that's the way it goes, okay? So let's keep that in mind. as we go about each and every school day. We want you here. We want you being safe. We want you here learning. Okay? All right, then. Remember, work hard each and every class period. Makes the day go quickly, and you learn a lot more that way. Be kind always. It's always the right thing to do. Finally, give someone a compliment during the day. When you receive a compliment, look that person in the eye and say, thank you. All right, let's have a terrific Tuesday. Let's go Hawks. Thank you very much.